Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Ex-SNP MP Mhairi Black has waded in on the money given to the SNP government by Westminster. At the budget, Rachel Reeves gave Scotland an extra £3.4 billion. However, in order to stop the SNP spitting it up the wall and wasting it on all the usual crap that the SNP waste money like this on, they've basically ring-fenced it, and they said you've got to spend it on, quote, sensible policies. You have to spend it wisely. And this has really annoyed Mhairi Black. Why should the SNP spend that money wisely? She's complaining that they have to spend it wisely. Now, that alone indicates that they want to waste it, that they want to spend it on things that aren't wise. Let's spend it on things that don't do any good for people, rather than having it ring-fenced where it has to be spent on things that do benefit people. And that, in that complaint, sums up exactly what's wrong with the SNP. They hate the idea of spending any money on things that will make life better for people, because that goes against everything they do. They want the people to have lives made continually worse and worse and worse, and more miserable and more awful and more poverty-ridden, so that they can turn around and say, well, it wouldn't be like this if we had independence. Of course, it would be even worse if you had independence. But rather than doing the best they can for the people who elected them, they are complaining now that they have to do good by people. As soon as SNP voters start realising what that party is doing to them and grow up and stop thinking, oh yeah, independence, that's all that counts, vote SNP, independence, because, you know, screw England and all that brigade, rather than, why is my life so shitty? Oh yes, it's the SNP. As soon as you start realising that, your life will immediately start getting better. But complaining that you have to spend it on good things, you know, oh, why is Westminster meddling in Scotland? Okay, then, if you don't want the money, just say so. Here's some money if you spend it on that. I'd like to spend this money in Scotland on that. Oh, no, just give us the money. No, you either get the money and it goes on that, or you don't get the money. They'd rather not have the money. You do know this. They'd rather that money didn't go to Scotland, because it would reverse their policy of making people's lives worse. These people are absolutely disgusting and awful, aren't they? Now, she's still trying to stoke grievance, even though she's no longer in Westminster, because that's all she's got. She gave up, as being an MP and said, I'm resigning, I'm not going to stand again, knowing full well she had no chance of getting in, and sort of decided to keep her dignity by running away. But what's she doing? What job has she got now? I think she's unemployed. Who the hell would ever hire her? You know, they just have to look at the sort of person she is and go, not a chance in hell. I'm sure she'll get a column in the National or something, because, you know, they'll hire anyone. But she's not anyone of any importance, never was anyone of any importance, for heaven's sake. She was only an MP. But she was not respected. She was not liked. Sure, there were a few extremists in the SNP who liked her, although they had to stand quite a way away. She was known as a bit of a soap dodger, apparently. But to come out and blatantly say, I want to continue to harm the people of Scotland, it's a hell of an admission. If you're an SNP supporter and hate watching this channel, because I know you do, just think to yourself, why do they not want to spend this money on us? And once you've answered that question, start questioning, why am I voting for them? Let me know what you think. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.